Szewczaks. It's me, Maja Szewczak. And what was that? And today we'll be doing an Anise marker challenge. This challenge is about only allowing myself to use the marker Anise. I can use beads and other colors and acrylic paint, but for markers, I'm limiting myself to Anise in this episode. Just to see how much can I stretch its potential, the marker's potential. Speaking of, I have picked up this marker set that includes Anise as a color, so we're going to use it. Okay, let's get started. So I'd like to address this area first. I'm going to use some plastic from headphones for this one. It will be somewhere to sit for Marina Mellow in like an armchair. So let's make an armchair, but first we will need to paint the armchair in white acrylic paint. This is so I could actually use the Anise because it is a very light yellow color that we're going to be working with the entire episode. And this is the only marker allowed to be used in this episode, so better make myself able to use this. After the glue and the acrylic paint is mixed, I'm going to paint the inside of the plastic to make sure I could actually use Anise in there. And once that is painted, let it dry. The floor has been painted to use the rest of the white paint. And I'm going to now make a pillow for the armchair while the paint is drying. White piece of fabric. Let's color it Anise. Actually make a pattern in the color Anise. Anise colored flower pattern. We're going to stitch here and here too. Make it into a pillow. Stitched. Now flip it over. Flipped over. Now you have this. I'm going to use this synthetic stuffing to fill it up. You could use fabric scraps, but I use synthetic stuffing because it gives the pillows more volume. Now it's time to decorate the pillow. I have this ribbon with flowers. I'm going to add ruffles out of it, but the background will get colored Anise. And then I will ruffle it onto the pillow. Colored Anise. Now it's time to add the ruffles to the pillow. While I was preparing the plastic and letting it dry, after it's been painted white, I've decided to pass the time by making an Anise colored dress for Marina Mello. And from making the pillow, I have leftover scraps of ribbon that I'm turning into things to stitch on the dress. That's a good way of recycling your scraps. I'm going to fold it like this and stitch them together. Something like this. And you can add it to the ruffles whenever you're finished. But I will keep on collecting ribbons for it. Pillow added, the white has dried, let's color it Anise. After it has dried, because we're trying to use as much Anise color as possible, so we're trying to make an Anise episode of Dollhouse Lifehacks. Colored Anise. Oh, just forgot to do it here. The Anise. That's better, because I need to not forget to do any Anise colorings in this episode. We're trying to do as much Anise as it's possible. An interesting color choice for a challenge, I must say. But I'm not going to cheat with anything different. So get used to seeing Anise in this episode. The color Anise, that's actually this yellowy color. I think that's enough Anise in that. Now, let's sprinkle the iridescent glitter to complete this armchair. This Anise armchair. Let's spread out the glue. Let's spread out the glue. And now it's time to sprinkle glitter all over the plastic where I applied the glue. So let's apply it and let it dry. I think I'll let it dry here. And look, that hole in the wall is well hidden. But what's this white? Let's color it Anise. Much better. Now bring in the chair. That's much better. Time for another Dollhouse life hack. Let's make an Anise table. So let's color it all in that Anise color. All of the plastic. Keep on coloring until the plastic turns Anise. Done. It's a really bright yellow on camera. Okay, the next step. Add this ribbon that is a leftover from making this dress. I'm going to stitch it on. Stitch the ribbon on, and now we have this. Now we're going to cover the plastic in iridescent glitter to make the plastic have the same glitteriness as the ribbon. So I'm going to paint it on and then add the glitter to the paintbrush and paint it on just like you would with paint. You can also sprinkle the glitter all over the glue area. And after, if it's too white, then you can always go with the Anise marker to fix things. I mean, touch it up in Anise. Just saying. That this can be done. Yes, that's the glitteriness I was talking about. Let's let it dry and decide if it needs more Anise or not. Side table dried. Place it here in the dollhouse besides the chair. And now it's time for another Anise dollhouse life hack. I applied blue paint and black ball pen wooden texture to the floor. It's just not part of the video, just part of the room. But anyways, it's time to use this piece of plastic for the next Anise item we're adding to this episode. This dollhouse is made out of cappuccino from little boxes. And there's the evidence of it. However, we're going to patch it up with an Anise shelf. So let's color that white plastic Anise. Color the outside all Anise. However, the inside is still white. Let's do Anise flowers just like the chair here. The anise color was so light I can barely see the flowers, but that's fine. We're going to stitch it onto the wall. It's cardboard and very light plastic, so it will work. But still, have an adult do it because it's very sharp. Stitched on. However, I'll add some iridescent glitter to it, so it's the same as the other Anise items in there. Done. Let it dry, and it's time for another hack. While the shelf was drying, I finished Marina Mellow's Anise outfit. Just wanted to show you that before doing another Dollhouse life hack. Okay, so the next life hack is to make an Anise beret to match the Anise dress. So I'm measuring the size of Marina Mellow's head. I've already done the fabric squares on this. The circumference of Marina Mellow's hair, and now we're going to stitch the elastic into it to make the beret base. Now we have cut the amount of elastic needed for the length of the piece of fabric. Now it's time to stitch it together. And with the stitches, you want to do a ladder stitch in order to be able to put it on Marina Mellow. After you finish, you have this. Now it's time to stitch this here together. This is the stitching area, so stitch it on. Try it on Marina Mellow. I think we need more fabric, so we're going to use this. For the beret, use the leftover ribbons. Stitched on. This was so I could hide the elastic and it would have something to grip on while I make a patchwork beret out of these pieces. Let's make the patchwork already. Once you have enough patchwork, stitch it on. After stitching the patchwork on, it looks like this. I'm just going to stitch on a bead to finish the beret. Done. So Szewczak, what do you think of the Anise Dollhouse items? I will conclude it because this video isn't about it being the whole room Anise. This is about just seeing how will only Anise in certain Dollhouse items look, because this room will have different colors in it, but just make the furniture Anise and only allow myself to use Anise and also make an Anise outfit for Marina Mellow. Please tell me what you think of this outfit and the room. I'll add more to the room later in like other episodes. And bye, Szewczaks. See you in another video. Bye.